They've done all these cell checks. Hello? Hello? I know there's a lot of old deaf people out there, but it's not working. Talking to the mic. I'm going to sing later. They've been preparing all this for me. You think it's for them. Right, good evening everybody. Can I just have a little bit of hush? And perhaps if we can just keep the noise down at the bar, because I know what you're all like. In case you hadn't realised, this is Danny Rickett, not me. Alright? So first of all, we can welcome you to Garston Fire Station. I think you all know why you're here, hopefully. For Daniel Rickett. Known to us as only when Mum's annoyed. Alright then. My name's Pete Hazeldine. I've known Danny since before he was born, because I was born in King Street before he was born in King Street. So we've known each other a lot longer than we thought we did. Before I start a few minutes about Danny, and Danny's asked me to keep it short, so it is short. A few thank yous. First of all, John Horisted, where are you, John? Well, no, I don't need them yet, John. Too quick. Too quick. I can't get a good price. Well, thanks to John, first of all, because John's arranged the night. A night like this don't happen without somebody arranging it. So, a quick round of applause for John. And then we can have a quick round of applause for Blue Watch, but they're not here because they've gone to a fire. But Tony's here, so Tony's here. All right. And then where's Trish? Well, you better need to come up here first of all, if you would, please. Just a quick thank you to Trish. First of all, in a few minutes when I've finished and Danny's finished, and he's got a long speech, you're going to be let loose on the food which Trish has prepared, with some help, I believe. And then the other thing is, as you know, Danny's done 30 years and 19 days. And Trish has been with him most of those 30 years and 19 days. Well, she was at his pass out, and then you got married sometime after. I couldn't quite find the date, but we won't ask. So, if Trish would like to come forward with... Now, John, you have problems. Now? Yeah, now. Right, that's all the thank yous out the way. So now on to Danny. Now, normally to do something like this, because Danny said, would I do a traditional speech, so I wear me traditional stupid tie, so he's looking at me tie, not at me. And we normally rely on what we call a PRF, which is a personal record file. Well, for those who know the fire brigade, we've lost it. Right? So 30 years of Danny's career, gone, couldn't find it. So I think, well, how do I find out about Danny? Danny helped me out this week. He put his own note out about leaving. So a little bit about Danny. Born on the 14th of January 1959 in King Street. That's where we first met. I'd been there 4 years before, but he didn't know that. He went to school in Watford Fields, and that's about it. Yeah. Then he had 2 jobs before he joined us. Joined us about 21-ish. 21 on the nose, yeah, okay. On the 3rd of March 1980. Went to training school, was posted to Rickmansworth, then went on to serve at Watford and Garston, and also started on the promotion round here at Garston. For those of you who are old, we used to have a fire engine and an emergency rescue tender here, and Danny really enjoyed his time on the emergency rescue tender. One, I think, because he could drive it like a nutter, and 2, more seriously, as Danny said, he actually got out to rescue quite a few people, because the ERT used to go all over the county, so that was one of his good times. I haven't put my glasses on because I'm trying to be vain, alright, so just bear with me. Yeah, I've got them just in case. Yeah, then Danny moved to training school as a leading firefighter in 1988. He went on to be a sub-officer there with Ian Markwell. I've seen Ian Markwell here. Steve Bayford. Yeah. Jolly Jack Horner. I haven't seen Jolly Jack Horner. And Andy Clark. Well, we never see Andy Clark. No, we never see him. And what Danny said about his time at training school, he really enjoyed it, and Danny led on breathing apparatus for quite some time, and there's a lot of people come here because they want to get their own back, because when he was a breathing apparatus instructor, he wasn't a nice person. Then he moved to Bournemouth under Jack Dawn. Now I've seen Jack. Jack, stand up. Oh, he's standing up. Alright, yeah, okay. Alright, all the old jokes, I can play the jokes, I got the mic, yeah. Now, when he went to Bournemouth, that's when Danny's career nearly ended. He hadn't been there long. Christmas, house fire, Gateshead Road. Got a call to Gateshead Road. Danny was officer in charge. They went, couldn't see anything. All the lights were out. Knocked the door, no answer. So Danny decided nothing going on here. Back to the station. About half hour later, another call to Gateshead Road. Same house. When Danny got there, coming out the windows, through the roof. Well, I think Danny might have said, "Oh shit, what have I done?" End of career. The actual story behind all that at the end of the day was that the family knew there was a problem, but they were not the best family in the world. Had their Christmas drug stash in the house, so decided they weren't going to tell people they'd got a small fire. Went to bed, and of course the house did catch fire, and we did find their drugs. They might have did get in trouble, but that's life. But then his career didn't end because of that. I think you helped him out, Jack, didn't you? You actually made that story up to get him out of trouble, yeah.
He tortured the kids.
Then he started moving up the ranks, moved into fire safety, become a station commander in fire safety at the district office, and that's where Danny got very involved in what we call fire setters. And fire setters started about, I suppose, 10 years ago-ish, where we trained a number of people up, and Danny led on that, where we got involved with young kids that had got the inclination to start fires at an early age, and what we do, and we still carry that on to this day, where we take them to one side. I think we do some of them, definitely. But I say that Danny really kicked that off, so that's something that's still been going for all those years. Moved on to be a station commander at Watford, Cheshunt, Bournemouth. Yeah, didn't stay anywhere long, they kept moving him on. And then 2003, this is where Danny started to lose his marbles a bit. For me at least. He became a group commander in Decorum, which is Hemel Hempstead in that area. But he actually wrote down he had a fantastic time. He said he enjoyed being with Phil Smith, John Smith, and Irene Smith. Now, for those who know Phil Smith, John Smith and Irene Smith, you must think Danny's going a bit mad if he actually enjoyed his time there with them. Now, one thing to get good morale going in the fire service is a good fire. Well, Danny had the best fire we've ever had in Hertfordshire when he was the district commander. No, you can't go, I mean, everyone's going to mention Buncefield every time they have a retirement speech now, but Danny was the district commander. Morale was a bit low in the division, so he had the biggest fire to boost morale, and it was great for some time. It worked, definitely. And then after a while in Decorum, Danny moved into the fire safety policy at service headquarters. We all have to go there sometime. He tried to avoid it, but we eventually got him there, and then we allowed him to move to Watford. Now, anybody see that TV programme called New Tricks? All them old geezers sitting in the office. Where's Mick Stratford? I've seen you here, Mick. Or have you gone? No, he's gone. Well, Mick and Danny are Hertfordshire Fire and Rescue Services New Tricks. They both sit there reminiscing, trying to put the world right.
We did.
A couple of other things you need to know about Danny. Danny's always been good for charity. He's always done a lot of things for charity. He's mainly keen on riding his bike and earning money. He takes people like Keithy Barrett, and I've seen Keithy with him. Dave Press, I haven't seen Dave here tonight. Is Dave avoiding us?
He's at the 90th birthday party.
What, he is?
Yeah.
And even last week, Danny, so bear in mind, he's making things a bit easy the last couple of weeks. He was still last week, we had the ladies driving challenge up in Bovingdon, where we raised £21,000 for charity. Most of it went to our Ben Fund, but some of it went to a local hospice, so I think that deserves a round of applause for them.